Hey guys, welcome to the You Are Unstoppable channel. And today, if you're feeling bad because you've gotten off track with a goal that you've set, or maybe you never even got started, or maybe you started out strong, but now you're feeling, lazy or undisciplined or unmotivated, then this video is for you. And I know how it can feel like a real struggle when we've gotten off track with our goals, we've gotten off track of what we need to do, and we think like we're not going to get what we want. So today I want to tell you the most effective way that I've found for myself and for the people I've worked with over the years to get back on the path ASAP. And it really comes down to two things, I would say. First thing I do is I ask myself why I wanted to achieve this goal in the first place. And the why is always about what you're going to get out of it. So a good way to ask yourself that is to basically say, what is achieving this goal going to give me that I feel I don't currently have? For instance, if I say my goal is weight loss, then I might think my why is when I lose weight, I'll feel better in my clothes. So that's one reason why. And that's going to give me the confidence I don't have right now. Or maybe my why is, because I want to lose weight because I don't have any energy. And if I lose weight, then I'll have more energy. But that's going to allow me to take a trip with my friends, for example. Maybe I've been thinking about this trip that I wanted to take. So whatever it is for you, I'm basically just using that as an example. But it can be any goal, anything you're trying to achieve that you've lost steam on. And I think the important thing when you think about the why is, why you want it, is to really dive into how, what it's going to give you and how you will feel. That feeling is important because the emotion of it, tapping into that emotion is important because we know logically why we might want to do something. But when it comes down to actually taking those action steps to get us where we need to go, we don't do it because the truth is we don't feel like doing those steps at that moment. So your why has to really be about what it's going to give you that's, deeply important to you to have, because whatever that thing that's missing is what you feel will make your life better and happier in some way. And then the second thing I do when I can't get motivated is to kind of project myself into the future and realize that if I don't turn this ship around, it's going to keep me from getting what I want. And truthfully, if I don't turn it around right now, then it's probably going to take even longer, and most likely it's going to be harder because the path that I'm on right now is leading me away from what I want instead of towards it. So there's basically more distance growing every day between me and me getting what I want. And I think that can be really an important sort of nuanced shift here, because getting what you want, can be very motivating. But if you come from the perspective of if I don't do this, then I'm losing out on getting something that's painful for us. We don't like to lose, and we don't like to be in pain, honestly. In fact, we're much more motivated to avoid pain than we are to seek out pleasure. So if we can avoid pain, even if it's emotional pain, then we'll do what it takes to keep that away from us. And I think that's really key here. So when you ask these questions, you're honestly going to see how badly you want this thing. And maybe you'll find out that you didn't want it as badly as you thought. And I think that's okay. That's great information to know. It just means this goal doesn't really align with your top priorities right now. That's why I think this is such a great exercise to do with yourself. You're going to know where you stand, basically. And that's empowering. So be real with yourself, and stop beating yourself up if you come to the conclusion that, I don't really want to do the actions that are basically necessary to reach this goal right now. And that's not a big deal. But if you do find that this is a top priority for you, then you're going to realize what it's costing you not to take the actions today. And that your inaction is actually making your life worse and harder. And we do not like that. It is painful. So I also think that the pain of not doing something about it has to be greater than the discomfort of taking immediate action. Because if it's not greater, then you're honestly not going to last very long, if you start at all. And so I think if you decide what you really want in the long run is more important, then you will do what you need to do, because that really makes it different. That takes the difference from going from, I should do this, I need to do this, to I am doing this. I am doing this is coming from a place of conviction. So I think that's important. And no matter which way you answer those questions, I think you're really standing in a place of power and control and conscious choice. So another thing is, don't listen to other people telling you what you should do or what you need to do. You want to listen to yourself and take the necessary actions, because you're the one that wants the results. Keep it clear in your mind what you're losing if you don't take the actions that lead to that destination. Forget about the should. Be the I am doing this. Tap into that power and get excited with the anticipation of having what you want. That's motivating. That's a dopamine hit right there. Get excited about taking that first step, because basically it's leading you to your desire. And then follow that step with the next step and the next step, and so forth. And all the while keeping it clear in your mind why you're even doing this, what you're doing it for. That's how you get back on track immediately. So I hope this helps. You can also check out my longer video on how to get motivated and disciplined. I think it's in my Crushing Your Health Goals series, and I will put that link in the description below. And for more tips on how to shift your mindset, you can go to my blog at youareunstoppable.net. And, just remember, you are unstoppable.